Hello, fellow Bingy players. How are we doing today? Holy, I'm excited for this match today. We have two amazing teams being grubhat with A-Press and Blossom, two amazing rando and Bingy players known for hosting events and just being overall amazing people. And then we have Sala 2 and Sala 3. I don't know much about these people, but whenever I did play against them, they played extremely, extremely well. Commentating here with me, I have Chum.
How's it going? It's me. Hello.
Holy, this comm lineup is so hype. I've been wanting to come with you for
Oh
a
yeah,
while,
it's
so
been a
this
long time coming.
this is gonna be an amazing match. We should be getting started here any second now, but let's take a look at the board. How are
For
we
sure.
feeling about this? Anything that stand out to you? I see early Mantis Lords, surely.
Surely, yeah. Famed for being a good idea, according to Cade. Center Square is Soulmaster. I would not be surprised to see Soulmaster come out. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Dive Route. If you look at column 3, there's a pretty significant the
Ooh,
top half is dive locked, the bottom half is half wings locked. Could be some shade skips in our future. We'll have to see.
yeah, this could be very interesting. So, how many Dreamnail goals do we have on this board?
I'm seeing Perry Revik, Lurian, A Mound Root, Galeon,
8
8
map
map
pins.
pins. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's 5. That's a pretty
five.
that's like a middling amount of Dreamnail goals. On the other hand, dive goals I'm seeing Quick Slash, Fluke Marm, Grubs and Peak, Soulmaster will give it a half, Base and Grubs. And then, of course, there's 3 Geochests and False Knight Moloch. Oh my goodness, wait, this is so dive coded.
Yeah.
Look at the bottom right of the board there. We got False Knight and Brooding Moloch on the same line as Grubs and Peak and Grub Song and 20 Grubs. Oh my god. This is Blossom's board. My
Holy.
goodness.
I
Oh,
forgot Blossom has the mod to make grubs follow. That's so cute.
exactly. Yeah.
Alright,
Blossom,
so we
for
already
those
have 3 of the 20.
there are a couple cosmetic ones at the very beginning that just kind of get spawned in. For those who don't know, Blossom is a very experienced Brando racer, just famous for their love of grubs. Um, I don't think there's a Hollow Knight player more known for liking grubs than Blossom.
Yeah.
So they've developed a little bit of a reputation in this tournament. Their brain as well, A Press directing them to save grubs even when it's not at all relevant to what they're doing. So seeing Grub Song and 20 Grubs on a line with another Grub goal, I'm sure they're tempted by that. I'm sure, without a doubt in my mind. Um, as far as Geo goals, what are you seeing?
Well, I see spend 5,000 Geo. What else do we have here? We have a 1 extra soul vessel, which could be Geo. I mean, personally, I always buy soul vessels when I'm going for that goal, but there's 3 Geo chests, 1 extra mask, buying the mask from Sly, and of course 8 map pins.
Yeah, that looks like it. Chad is asking, shouldn't Grubs Hung and 20 Grubs be line exclusions? I think that whether or not they should is up to your interpretation, but I think that 15 Grubs and Grub Song are line exclusions, and similarly 15 and 20 Grubs I don't think can be on the same board even.
And it does look like we're going for a double crossroads stag here. Surely we're going to get a left side dive. I mean, what do you think is going to be first mark, Soulmaster or Killmila? It's
Ooh,
definitely between those
it's
two.
it's gonna be Soulmaster. I think that there's a chance now. Lessie and VLS aren't stupid. They know who they're playing against. They know they're playing against Blossom and A-Press. They're gonna see column 5. I wonder if we're gonna get an early Moloch. That would be very aggressive and maybe not a bad idea.
Interesting.
It's usually a terrible idea. I would never advise it typically, but if we're looking at just the spread of events, the catalog of circumstances, I don't hate it.
Yeah, honestly, I think that would be very silly, and I am in full support of it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as doing silly things, we know Blossom and A-Press to be a big fan of that department. On the other side of the screen, we've been talking a lot about Apress and Blossom, but VLS and Lessie are very, very competent runners. VLS, a former Path of Pain world record holder, and Lessie, one of the finalists in Tournament 3. Just a very competent player with an incredible win rate.
VLS held world record for Path of Pain. How
Oh
did I
yeah,
not know about that? What?
brother,
That's
you
insane.
gotta watch the Fireborn video, man. Our boy gets a shout out. Like you gotta.
I did not know about that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, we got a high profile match on our hands. We're seeing a skip from
Oh,
oh man. But to what end? Do they not see column 5? I don't agree with this at all. You gotta know your enemy. You know? And
okay.
of
We
course
are seeing a left side dive.
it does seem that way. Now of course we're gonna see City Crest, which facilitates left side dive. We're gonna see the False Knight Geo Chest. And then just given the sheer number of grubs in C Peak, I think that grubhat is just going to forfeit Kill Mila to just get max value on complete coverage of the of column 5. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if you can win to Grub Song with any percent, or I guess they got Crossroads Stag, so this is going to be Alyssa route from VLS and Lessie. I, I don't know. I don't think that you can win to Grub Song because CP Grub's so early and it's also like a lot of grubs, you know?
Yeah.
If ever there was a line rush to happen from grubhat, it was going to be column 5, and maybe they'll realize and try to contest it, but I don't know. It just feeds into like every goal feeds into another so quickly.
Yeah, this board is absolutely insane. I think this is like the first board in so long where I actually prefer left side dive. Like, I mean, column 5 and column 3 are just absolutely insane. Like,
Absolutely, yeah. And center square theory, I guess Soulmaster being center square, that's something to think about. Also gives you a little bit of priority on Lem with Crest. I know that's like considered fake by some, but it does speed up the fight a lot. And because of 7P grubs, we're definitely going to see D-Dark, I think, from grubhat, if that doesn't just where they win.
yeah, and I mean these early goals without dive, like kill Mila, I don't really think that gets you anything. Like C4 does not look all that good to me. And then row 4 is automatically going to be blocked with 3 geo chests, I assume, since they have priority on that. Since they're going to be getting one from Soulmaster and one from False Knight. And then also, I mean, there's two grubs in base in there, which just requires dive anyway.
I think you could make a case for 3 Judas being blockable. We'll just have to see what Sala does, because Mantis Lords is on the board. Mantis Lords give a geo chest if you go for rewards. Lurina's on the board. Watcher Knights give a geo chest. So there are like decent any percent geo chests on this board, but I just don't know. Like, it's such a scary line. You know, you rarely see a line that's just this definitively rushable. Like, it's a rare occasion. Clean fireball skips from the right side of our screen. Solid doing well. Very clean any percent movement so far. And grubhat making their way into green path. This might be a short match, you know? You never know.
Yeah, I mean,
You can
it
never
could be,
say so.
but yeah, anything could happen.
Last time I said something was going to be a short match, I got called out by Rhino for being too all up in my like head about it. You know, looks like we missed the man pogo, so we're going around, losing a little bit of our lead to dash, healing a couple masks as well. Vale in chat is saying if you block C5, you might get memed by column 3, and that's a great shout. Coincidentally, we also know Blossom to be the only person in this tournament to do Hidden Station Jade skip. So it's not out of the question, you know? It's not out of the question.
I'm pretty sure Throw did it once as well, right?
Did Throw?
I think
Oh,
Throw did.
right. Yeah. They
Yeah.
learned it like the match before. Oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah, being able to learn something on the fly for a tournament is actually nuts.
Yeah, Throughout is such a competent player. So capable of learning things quickly. Solos are killing VFK and making their way down to Dash. Meanwhile, grubhat making their way up into the room that Sala just exited.
It doesn't look like there is any reason for them to get Green Pet Steg.
No, I don't think so. I guess like GeoChest is the only argument you could really make.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it looks like I assume Leslie will be going for Queen Station, so I'm pretty sure that's just faster, no?
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, to Boulder GeoChest, certainly not, but for Mossy GeoChest, yes.
Oh, I didn't even think of Baldur's Geochess. Whoops. My
I
bad.
don't think it's great. Like 140 Geo and the time loss to Dash after going early Alyssa route. Like I don't really like Green Pest here. I can't justify it. Grub had
Here's
on
our
the left side
first
of our
grub.
screen, making our yeah, saving our first grub. We're gonna see many more of these this match. Just get ready. Both teams in the same room. Blossom taking a heal before they enter Hornet, but for going dive route and getting the last night grub and all the things that have happened, this is kind of ridiculously close.
Yeah, I mean, VLS did have that little slip up in Fireball too, which from experience, that loses quite a bit of time, unfortunately. So
We
I
call
can
that
understand the
emotional
catch up.
time loss as well. When you miss something, it's a little bit humiliating. You know, it's happened to everyone. I don't blame them at all. You run the same like early game a million times, you start to doubt that like those tiny little tricks will get you. But sometimes you get humbled. It happens.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right, we're seeing a war from Sala. About 6 seconds afterwards, grubhat warping. That's incredible time to save on their end.
Yeah, something someone just said in chat. It would be so cool to see Grubhat go for column 3, and instead of getting wings, just going for both just the shade skips for CG2 and Hidden
Oh
Station
yeah,
Stag.
it would
That
be
would be so hype.
I would happily take on the burden of casting a match like that. That would be so incredibly cool.
They're
I'm a big
skipping leg eater bench.
okay.
Okay, so we're
Pivoting
pivoting
from
to any
Alyssa.
percent.
What does that give them? Let's highlight the any percent goals. I'm seeing Kill Mila and Shade Soul as the main ones, but maybe we want to win to Soulmaster?
Actually, no, can't say that yet because they could go lever route.
They could, I suppose. There's Mantis Lords on the board. Lever out is decent.
And we're going for the Charm Notch and the money on Grubhat's side. I'm curious on what A Press plans on doing.
Yeah. What would we want a Charm Notch for? Could this be Dash Master? I doubt it.
Personally, I would love that because I'm not biased to Dash Master or anything.
No, I mean it
No.
loses like a minute in early game, but it is so fun.
I think it's the best charm in the game, personally.
For traversal, it definitely feels like it. It's such a boost to just the enjoyment of the individual room movement.
Ooh, we miss Mantis Pogo.
Yeah. We're seeing a decent backup though. Blossom attempting Epogo. We bailed out of that one. We're going for it again. Solid pick up Claw. Very scary corner correct, but we do make it. Going for Mantis Pogo now, while Sala goes for lever out. You called it, as did Alyssa. A little bit
Little
of a
bit
scary
scary
Mantis.
here.
Yeah,
There we go. We're good.
both teams having some Mantis Pogo troubles, but pulling through in the end. Wait, did we just go up for the journal? and then warp out.
Interesting.
I mean, I suppose you do need an extra journal if you're going any percent route, but I really got faked out. I thought we were doing lever.
How many grubs does Grubhat have? I thought there was only 3. Now there's
Um,
5?
I think we must have got I mean, we got the green path one. I don't think we have
No,
5.
I'm talking about the ones following.
Oh, well, the skin starts with 3 natively following.
Does
So I
it
think,
increase? Wait, that's so funny.
yeah, as you save
I love
grubs,
that.
the skin adds more grubs following behind
That
you.
is so cool. What?
By the end of this match, we're gonna see a whole train of grubs falling. We got lever grub, didn't hit the lever. I don't know if I agree with this, but I guess if we have storerooms after dive route, it's decently fast to do that. We're really taking our time clearing fungal, but with all the urgency of a grub themselves, we're seeing Blossom make their way through Pilgrim's Way, opening City Crest. Meanwhile, Sala going down for Shade Skip. We just left Crossroads Stag, which we purchased beforehand, so that means we definitely remembered Wellick.
Always remember Wellick.
Got to. 450 Geo. Can't be
It's in
passing
the
that
quiz
up.
for a reason.
Oh yeah. Benching Quirrell Bench. Interesting. Entering Rafters. A little bit of an unfortunate RNG cleanup by Sala, but that'll get them to Salubra Bench. We're going to see a Shade Skip. Would you go for Dreamnail here?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm a Dreamnail hater in early game. Um, everyone I care about is a Dreamnail hater. All my homies hate Dreamnail.
Okay, I will not say what I was about to say then. Noted.
Huh?
I was gonna say honestly, I don't mind Dreamnail early. Like I've seen a couple boards that have good early Dreamnail, but
No, it's so much time loss. Welcome, Mensley. Clean Shade Skip. We get the below Sanctum grub from Blossom as they go across Blue Lake. Blossom is about to enter Sanctum. I love Sanctum movement.
I love it until RNG just like murders you. Like you can get some really unlucky teleports.
You gotta run hitless so you know the spawn radii. Get ahead of the game. If you can dodge the circles that make them spawn, you can have like a very chill hell room. It loses like maybe half a second to do so, but it's decent to keep in mind if
Interesting.
you're entering on low HP.
I'll actually need to learn that. I did not know about that. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Hitless strats are safe, slow but safe. And safety does win lockouts sometimes.
Yeah,
We're
I mean this
seeing
is
a
a good
very
example.
scary hell room, yeah.
But we're good. We're good.
We are good.
Spell Twister.
Oh man. This is what we got the notch for then. Interesting. We're on 1 HP. I really hate this. Good heal.
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, very safe, very safe.
I'm always so scared exiting that spot with Spell Twister because what if one of the enemies are just sitting there?
Yeah, I know. It's terrifying. Whenever I'm in hitless, I like to just slash into the darkness until the like lighting trigger happens and you can see where you're going. We're seeing Sala go right from King Station into Kedge. Is this gonna be the journal? I don't know. I
Huh.
don't know about this. We already got the Mantis journal now. All right. More power to them. Fans of literature, as I've said in the past. I can never hate on someone going after a journal. We're going to see Soulmaster entering phase 2. Meanwhile, Sala entering City Big Room. Kara says maybe trying to get Shade Soul lemless. That would be a bit of a stretch, and you're definitely hard pressed in this board.
There is our first mark.
Very nice, and it's center square as well. So beautiful. This is a great position for Grubhat to be in.
Yeah, did you hear about the theory that center mark always wins?
Oh yeah, center square theory. I'm not a big believer in it, and I think a lot of people this I think a lot of people this tournament have lost because of center square theory, but you know, that's not my place to speculate. I don't know anything about winning. I don't know lockout. I just hand.
That is our second Geo chest from Grubhats.
It's a great note.
Wonder where our
Meanwhile,
third will be. Honestly, I could see peaks.
yeah, I think peak is a very reasonable shout. We're gonna see
Yeah.
rafters here from BLS. Not right side. Gonna see our fourth grub from Grubhat on the left, the Sanctum Dive Grub. Uh-oh, some left side troubles. Missing the cling. It's unfortunate. Nice save though, very comfy. Picking up the seal.
They're gonna have quite a bit of money here.
Hmm.
I wonder what their plan is, honestly.
Yeah, what that money do?
Yeah, 2.5K.
Significant.
2.6, I can't count.
Uh-huh. Puts you halfway to 5K. There's the lantern purchase from Sala's. I expect them to go straight to peak here. They have enough for E-key straight out of C-dash, as Kara was saying earlier. Meanwhile, Blossom entering Death Key Room.
I wonder when Grubhat plans on going for False Knight Birdie Malik.
That is a great question. It's not out of the question to see it sniped by Sala if they understand what's happening, but I guess I can't say that we understand what's happening. We just are very heavily biased towards the idea of Grubhat, you know, doing what they always do, getting hella grubs, making their way to a very grubby victory.
Oh yeah, they're shamanless. This room shamanless is so bad.
I like that we got Death Key here.
Oh, this is Death Key. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Because
good to know.
so many deaths happen. Shout out Scott.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
All right, Grubhat hot on the tail of Sala into Crystal Peak. We're seeing Sala save Spike Grub and Dunk. Something to note, if you're going dive route into Crystal Peak, you're hitting the lever for Myla. Something to note, you know? And
True.
with Sala showing that they have enough Geo for E-key out of C-dash, it might be something to think about that they could forget their mission, you know, they could forget killing Myla and greed too hard. Damage is bait or something. I don't know.
Damage is bait.
Damage is bait.
I never say that, but I think on this board, I think damage is bait.
I mean, Shade Soul is a goal. You gotta respect
It is a
it.
goal, but like grubs smile. Also true, dive is damage. We have damage.
That's peak entry for Grubhat.
I
Alyssa,
assume we will be seeing 7 grubs on first trip here.
Alyssa saying Shaman Stone is for the weak. You better remember that when I brain you in your lockout. All right, we're seeing a pretty clean gauntlet from Sala so far. I would never comms curse. Thank goodness. And we're certainly going to see Spike Grub from Blossom here.
I assume we will be seeing straight to kill Mila here, which should let Grubhat know that they did not go for dive whatsoever.
Marcus saying that 7 Peaks and Grub gets you D-Dark for damage if you want it, and that's a great
This is
point.
true.
Especially with the bosses on the board, we're going to see Fluke Marm. I think that D-Dark is great for Fluke Marm. I've heard people disagree, but I think it's great. Also Mantis Lords, CG2, Watcher Knights, Moloch. A lot of good boss fights for D-Dark.
We are doing CG1 here. This has been a very clean fight so far.
Mhm.
You want me to tell Cade that damage is bait? I don't think I will do that. Thanks for the suggestion, though. I appreciate that.
Great suggestion. CG1 bench tech, very common for grubs. Like I mentioned, might be a danger before. We've seen Sala go for Shade Soul now without getting Mila. That could leave the door open for Blossom to sneak right in. Blossom and A-Press, I should say. Are we going to see the C-Dash for this grub? Now, I died to this grub this tournament, and it cost me not only a lot of time, but a lot of sanity. So I would hate to see a death here, but it's a scary one.
No, I do not blame you at all. This grub is absolutely evil. I think this might be the most evil grub in the game.
I think I lost connection for a second there. But yeah, it's a
Oh,
terrible
welcome
grub.
back.
Thanks.
But I mean, Blossom just has so much experience getting grubs that we get it with ease with no issue.
Oh yeah. Blossom is a veteran of saving grubs. I want to see after this tournament just a count of how many grubs they saved. That would be fantastic stats.
Ooh, I would love to see that. That'd be pretty funny.
We're certainly going to see C dash here, I think, and then a cleanup of the 3 grubs along the midsection of C Heart, and then probably D Dark or Elevator grub, depending on if we want Dream Nail afterwards or not. One thing that's important to note is that I don't think we've opened Dirtmouth Stag, Blossom, and A-Press, have we?
I don't think so, no.
So it would be good to exit through Resting Ground Stag, I think, unfortunately. There's the Shade Soul mark from Salos.
Yeah, personally, if I was Grubhead here, I would be very confused for so long on why Kill Milo was not marked.
It's fortunate, for them that we're benched at CG1, but also I don't think Sala has really realized the vision.
Is
They haven't
this
understood what's happening.
faster?
Sorry?
Instead of C-dashing out of C-dash room, is it faster to warp back to CG1? Oh, they wanted a heal. Okay, that actually makes sense. Never mind. That's smart. I would never have thought of that.
There's Mila dead. Congratulations, Vale, on Mila dying. Happy for you.
And there's Grub Song. We now have enough grubs for Grub Song. Love to see that.
Halfway on the way to 20.
Oh my
Can be
god, there's
very
so many
difficult.
grubs.
Where are we headed now? We're going for wings. We see column 3, I think. Or yeah, surely this is wings.
Here is the Geo chest.
Wings into Hidden Stag. Yeah, that's going to be Geochests marked. Make Solos consider what Grubhat has been up to all this time, and I think they might get an inkling. We are seeing D-Dark here from Blossom and A-Press, which does mean we're going to be doing Elevator Grub last, but what that does mean, not having Dirtmouth Stag open, we're going to have to find a solution to how we're getting off of CG1 bench.
Very clean dark room.
Was any flight favors? Yeah. C-dashless dark room from Blossom. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously expected from a rando player.
You think we're going to see D-Dark here?
I hope so, honestly. I would love that damage.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know. I think that if you're gonna be under line threat from Sala, someone who went any percent route, having D Dark for like watchers and um if you do go after any of the wings goals for Broken Vessel as well, I think is a very reasonable play.
And is Sala farming money, or were they just going for soul there?
I don't think they know how much hidden stack costs.
Mm, okay, that makes sense. It's 300, no?
I don't know how much hidden stack costs.
I'm pretty sure it's 300. Yeah,
This is
I
why
think
I'm not
also.
a brain in the tournament.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We're hands for a reason.
I just show up, look pretty, do right side rafters. Done. One of the best brains in the tournament, I would have to say, saying 299 Geo for Hidden Stag. I would have to believe them.
That's your teammate.
Oh yeah. Entering Broken Vessel from Sala's. And getting our 7th peak grub soon. Are we going to see the slash through the floor? Do you know about this tech? You can slash the grub through the
I
floor.
do, yeah. This deck is very nice. Honestly, I really hope we go for Brooding Moloch after this.
That would be a good shout, yeah. I mean, you're
I
already
think
going to
if they
grub
go
mount.
for
You're
Brooding
benching.
Moloch, yeah, you go Grub Song, Brooding Moloch, and then I think they just win. I don't think they're already like 11 grubs. I don't think Sala has collected any.
You know what would be smart? After Brooding Moloch, you go up through Green Path for Green Path grubs down to Queens. That would give you good map coverage and a
Ooh,
lot of grubs.
that is very smart. Yeah, we're gonna be picking up Wellick here.
We're getting grub song here as well. This game is just about over.
Yeah,
After Queens, you can go to Deep Nest. There's so many grubs there. This, yeah, we're looking at the twilight of this game. That's Wings pickup from Salas. We're going to see Hidden Stag Mark soon, as well as the Wings grub they're backtracking for. I don't think we bought Toll Bench on account of geo issues. Grabbing the Mask Shard in case we have to contest bottom left goal. I like it. There's Grub Song marked.
Song?
All right, Sala. We gotta see it. It's not gonna be fast enough, but we gotta see it. I think you gotta go for grubs. Moloch is going, gone in just about, what, a minute and a half probably? Maybe less with D-Dark. That's what I'm saying, Marcus. There are so many grubs and they're all in a row. Remember that Lion King song? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Are you old enough for this? There
No.
they are standing in a row.
Yeah, no, I'm not old enough for that.
Big one, small one as big as your head. God.
There's Brooding Moloch already, and now we just need grubs.
Yeah. That's exactly right. There's Hidden Stag for Salas. This team have their grubs in a row. Oh my goodness, what a quote. And we're doing exactly what I was talking about. No, we're getting grub one. But what if we went into the green path from there? Maybe, please. How many of Crossroads fungal grubs have we done? Or not Crossroads fungal, Crossroads grubs just in general. We might see acid grub into Fog Canyon and then Deep Nest. A lot of ways to do it. We got the little C-dash storage thing off the well from Sala. They have infected Crossroads to deal with. That's so unfortunate. They're panicking a bit. They don't know what grubs to go for. I think they know it's already over. With grub song marked, you have to kind of despair a little bit, you know. Not much of a comeback to be had. What are we going for here?
Very clean drop, like awesome.
Uh-huh. This is gonna be Canyon Grub into Queens, probably Deep Nest Grubs afterwards. I throw.
I throw. 4 more. Yeah, wow, this is insane.
Blistering match. It's gone before Sala even had a chance to recognize what was happening. And it's a hard skill to develop to see an unmarked line and understand that it's threatening, but
Yeah.
that was really their only chance, Blossom is a fast player, and they love their grubs. It was just, it was like it was designed for them.
Gonna be going for Spike Grub now.
Very reasonable. It's fast. Are we doing CG2 for Sala? No. Might just be going through peak, clearing up some fast grubs. I don't hate it. Blossom going into fungal. This is going to be deep nest, I'm certain. Gonna see Spore Shroom Grub, Mimic Grub, Nos Grub, Spike Grub, Big Room Grub. That's more than what they.
Yeah, honestly, I mean this this board is kind of just perfect for this match. Like this was pretty much designed for grubhat.
Just the terrifying board when you're going up against Blossom.
Yeah. I think after this grub will be one away. Yep, one away.
And it's gonna be Nos Grub to finish this out, unless
Oh,
it's a
we're
warp.
warping.
Where are we going?
Which one are we going for?
Who's our grub of choice? It's gonna be the grub below Hunter. Very clean upwards Fog Canyon movement from Blossom. Meanwhile, Sala trying to catch up with Crossroads Spike Grub. That puts them at 10.
We're going for this scrub.
It's a silly one.
Yeah, they definitely have a reason for that. I wonder what it is. Might be the grub is named after someone. I know all the grubs have names. Like I'm the one in deepness.
Really?
Yeah. Or at least in Tepi splits. There it is. GG's. Wow.
GG's.
That is a crazy line. Holy.
Blossom jumping up and down with joy. I think they realized that they got the board of their dreams. That's so silly. Phenomenal play from both teams, of course, but it's just by design for grubhat.
Yeah. All right, let's ask for interviews. See if they want to hop in here.
Would be a privilege to have them. Let's see. Welcome in, Leslie.
Hi.
Hi, VLS. We are waiting for Grubhat to join us. Apress says they are too busy saving grubs.
Welcome
Hi,
in.
grubbies. Hi,
Hi,
hi.
GG.
You saved grubs. You
GG.
saved grubs. You saved grubs.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You saved so many grubs.
Yippee,
We're still going, but I'm
We're
saying
still
be more
going,
grubs.
yeah. I'm at 30.
You're at 30.
Holy.
Oh my goodness. This post game is going to have some background footage to sleep to.
Good night.
It was we were talking the whole game about column 5. Like before a single goal was marked, we were like, "Oh, that's Blossom's line." You know, that's Blossom's line. There's so many grubs just by
We're-
You
design.
put 3 grub goals all together.
Yeah, we're Team Grubhat. We have to go out on a grub line. It was
Yeah.
meant to be.
It made perfect sense. It was phenomenal play from both teams. I have no questions really. We saw the column 5 very earlier on in comms, and we saw as soon as dive route was indicated, like as soon as we full killed false knight, we were like, okay, yeah, it's very dangerous. There were a couple chances, I guess, for you to challenge like Geochest Chest or false knight Moloch Sala, but you know, what
Yeah.
can you do? It's just such a crazy line. It's
I
unfortunate.
guess if we did False Knight and Maulik instead of Wings,
Mm.
we could have got that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just a crazy board gen, but I can't even say how I would have done anything differently. I mean, it's so silly.
Yeah,
Blossom's on
honestly, I
22.
don't even know what to say.
Do you guys have any questions about the match?
Yeah, anyone in chat? I will say I was getting a very good laugh seeing all the grubs following you and the amount slowly increasing the entire match. That was amazing. I need to download that
That's a
mod.
good skin.
It's such a good mod.
Grubtain
You
is
do
great.
have to for racing. You have to turn off. There is a setting that makes the grubs pogoable, so you do have to make sure that that's off because, like, obviously,
It makes them
that would be one,
Yeah.
not allowed, and two, extremely obviously not
Uh-huh.
correct. So yes, I I definitely do have that off, but you have the option to make it like completely cosmetic, and so it is an option to make the grub train increase. But I love that option. It's great.
It's so good.
It's so good. Grubs.
Very nice. Well, a phenomenal match from both players. If there is no final questions, I think we will close on up. It's been a great opportunity to shout out the Binky Discord. We have so much fun. We save many grubs and other
We
things.
did.
If someone could do Binky Discord in chat, that would be great. Join in. Shout out to the watch party that's surely happening. There's a watch party. Hi guys.
Hi, Grubs.
Hi, grubs.
Party.
Yeah, join in, play Binky. We have so much fun here. Thanks, Lessie and VLS for playing, Apress and Blossom for playing. I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna have so much fun the rest of the tournament as we enter the top 8 very soon. We got more matches tomorrow, I think. Taiga and I, both of your
Yeah.
comms are playing against each other tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Ooh.
And we've got another match, I think, in the evening, my time. Yeah, Binky, any final words from our teams before we close?
Grubs.
Yeah, thanks for the race. Thanks for the
Thanks,
Rambo.
Miranda.
Yeah, thanks for having the tournament and thanks for the comms and Kara for tournament helper.
Thanks, Kara. All right.
I will say before we end off, make sure you show up to our match tomorrow because me, Chum, Dunn, and Cade have some very, very fun things planned for our match.
yeah.
It's gonna
That
be
might
pretty
be-
funny.
I won't say too much, but there might be a handshake involved. Hands might be shaking.
Oh, it's gonna be so much content. It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna be content.
Yippee.
All right.
Huge.
Thanks so much, guys. We're gonna end stream. Thanks for coming.